Aloha kako, my name is James Hustace and I serve as your Hawaii County Councilmember for District 9 representing the communities of North and South Kohala. Just here to provide some new updates since our last chat last week. Over the last week, nice discussions, conversations, and community events to attend, including the blessing for the playground at Pu'unui Park in Waikoloa Village. Great opportunity to see the community there, really engage with this new space. It's been a long time coming. Really want to mahalo the county, the mayor's office, Parks and Rec departments, and of course all the community members that brought that space back to life. All the donations, all your support to really bring it back together, and really see all the family out there in that space really enjoying it. Really is amazing. So thank you for your commitment to revitalizing that space and bringing it active for the community. It was also wonderful to see all of our community policing officers and our police department, Dare Hawaii, at the youth car show this past weekend, and all the amazing cars there at the Waikoloa Plaza on Saturday. Last week, there was also a really good conversation with the Waimea Community Association. Their town meeting focused on digital fraud and fraud that our kapuna and all ages are really impacted by. So I encourage you to watch that video, and I'll put a link in my bio for more information on that. You can rewatch that recording there. We also do have that ongoing water situation and impact in the North Kohala community. This is really still ongoing, that essential needs only use for the area, for that entire system. The contractor continues to make repairs to Hawi Well number 2, but I do encourage you to visit the Department of Water Supply website, sign up for their emails for updates on this ongoing work. I will continue to post information on social media and provide those updates here in this fashion. Around this time, I did also request that the Department of Water Supply present in front of council last week. This was really that follow-up from the impacts we all felt and you felt in August in the North Kohala system. So I really wanted the department to come and speak to council about their work, the overview of the North Kohala system, their efforts repairing Hawi Well number 2, and then that well did fail again. So there are really ongoing work now to fix that well and really address the community resilience and redundancy issue in the North Kohala system. They are also holding, DW Department of Water Supply is holding a meeting next week in Kapa'au on September 17th at 4:30 p.m. at the Kohala Senior Center. That meeting is being hosted by the North Kohala Community Development Plan, their advisory group, their utilities subgroup. So they'll be holding that at the Senior Center. So I do encourage you next week, Wednesday, to attend, learn about the system, learn about the ongoing work for the repairs, ask your questions. There will be representatives from the department there to answer your questions. So this impact is ongoing, and I'm looking forward to seeing those repairs come to completion pretty soon. Because our office has been receiving constant engagement about those impacts to the community there. Council is off this week. We'll be back in session next week in Kona, the 16th and the 17th. Last week, however, a very, very successful time in front of council. Bill 71 did pass, so I want to mahalo everyone for their testimony and their support. This is requiring naloxone in our bars across the county here. So thank you for submitting testimony on Bill 71. This was co-sponsored by myself and Cherry Naba, providing that life-saving opioid overdose reversal medication in our bars across the county, and really addressing that public health and community safety. Really want to mahalo the partnership with Hawaii Island Fentanyl Task Force, Big Island Substance Abuse Council, and Kumukahi Health for all they did to bring to the table. Bill 71 now goes to the mayor for his approval and his consideration. So thank you everyone for your support on Bill 71. Next week, we have some ongoing discussions about possible charter amendments in front of council. Bill 72 is addressing those minimum qualifications for the Director of Environmental Management. Bill 64 is addressing minimum qualifications for the Director for Public Works. We also have Bill 75 on the agenda. This is from the Department of Mass Transit, really continuing that free fare for our mass transit agency, or fare suspension if you want to call it that, through December of 2028. We also have Bill 79. This is funding for upgrade to the Kealikehi wastewater treatment plant and that project. I also have a resolution moving forward for transferring funds and supporting the North Kohala Kapuna Day. So some exciting things there, and some opportunity to testify and provide feedback on a couple of things before council. We also have our upcoming next week, we'll have a review and continuation discussions and testimony for the general plan. So on Wednesday at 5 p.m., this will be looking at Chapter 4 on sustainable and resilient communities. So you can provide your oral testimony that's been given in the Kona or Hilo chambers or on Zoom that evening. There will also be a following presentation by the Planning Department on Tuesday the 23rd at 9 a.m. and then continuing deliberation by council the week after that too. So opportunity to provide some feedback on the general plan on that chapter. And with all these things, I do encourage you to submit testimony. Anything that comes before council, you're welcome to use that email address, counciltestimony@hawaiicounty.gov. Written testimony is due at 12 noon on the business day prior, or you can give oral testimony either in person at the council chambers or using that other email, councilremotestimony@hawaiicounty.gov, to request a Zoom link where you can provide oral testimony that way. And then we also have a remote site set up across the island. For a number of community events, we always have some road paving, and this is always weather permitting. Still that ongoing restriping efforts at on Mamalahoa Highway in Waimea, at the Lindsay Road intersection to Lalamila Farm Road, also out by the Daniel K. Inouye intersection. Up on Kohala Mountain Road, there is some tree trimming and shoulder work between mile markers 9 to 12. Along Oconee Highway, a couple different things happening there. Shoulder maintenance, road maintenance, out towards Pololu, Hawaii Town and beyond, and then tree trimming and shoulder work between mile markers 2 to 5. This week, a number of community meetings. The South Kohala Traffic Safety Committee meeting, they are convening tomorrow, Tuesday the 9th, at Parker School, starting at 5 p.m. That same evening, there's also opportunity to learn more about the Paniolo Parade, where all people that are participating in the Paniolo Parade at Kohala at 6 p.m. is an opportunity to meet there, learn about the requirements for that parade. On Wednesday, the North Kohala Community Development Plan, their affordable housing group is meeting at Polmaikai Cafe on Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Their growth management group in North Kohala is meeting in the evening at 5 o'clock at the old Kohala Courthouse. Also on Wednesday evening, we have the Waikoloa, the Wildfire Safety Advocates of Waikoloa. They'll be meeting at the Waikoloa Village Association Community Room starting at 5:30 that evening on Wednesday. I'm also participating in a coconut rhinoceros beetle meeting. This is kind of community resilience hosted by Senator Richards. Representative Tarnas will be on the call as well as myself. And then a number of administrative departments will be on the call talking about the current impacts and ongoing impacts and the ongoing work on West Hawaii here. That will be a Zoom call. I have posted the flyer for that. So use the QR link there, the code to sign up for that Zoom meeting, and that will be 6 p.m. This Wednesday. Also, some exciting event in Kona, the Outrigger Kona Resort, is the annual Kapuna Hula Festival. That will be Wednesday and Thursday night down there at the Outrigger Kona. This week, the County Council and councils across the state will be convening for the Hawaii State Association of Counties. This is our annual conference for all counties across the state. This will be at the end of the week. And this year, Hawaii County is hosting the event. So looking forward to that and the conversations there between colleagues across the entire state. We also are seeing potential impacts from Hurricane Kiko. Hurricane Kiko is forecasted to pass northward of the island and weaken into a tropical storm. Those wind and rain impacts are expected to have minor effect and impact on the island here, but please be mindful of any shoreline, surf, or rip current dangers on our eastward and northern side of the island there. And please do be prepared for any weather impacts that are come about from Hurricane Kiko. You can always text Hawaii Alerts to 888-777 to receive those civil defense notifications. I also have links in my bio to get more information on those hazard maps and other ways to receive information on a lot of these different things that impact our communities here. I'm honored to serve as your council member, so please reach out if you have any questions. You're welcome to email me at james.hustace@hawaiicounty.gov. You can call our Hilo office at 808-961-8564 or our Waimea office at 808-887-6077. And with that, I want to wish you good health, be well, aloha.